What's up, my people, my people? How you doing? Welcome to the Red Light Special Live. I'm your host, Yaminah Legohn. What's up, y'all? You know, it's a Thursday, and this is what we do on Thursday. We keep it Red Light Special, you know what I'm saying? Keep it cute, keep it cute. Last week, we had a guest, Miss Betty Rocks, came through, and we talked about her experience in the industry, and she gave y'all some business tips and told you about her services and all them kind of things. And we have some more guests coming up. Next week, I have another guest coming up, so stay tuned. But today it's just me and you, baby. It's just me and you, okay? So I missed y'all. But before I get all started, wait a minute, hold on. Y'all know I got my incense. Cause we know we gotta get this mood going. I like the incense, light my incense. Woo. Put this over her. Heck yeah. And then y'all know how I am about my wine. You guys know I do not play when it comes to my wine. So let's get this incense going. Good. We got the incense going. Awesome. And then we're going to put this over here so we can get into it. Let's put this over here with our incense. Yes. For the incense. Okay, let me get my wine. Y'all know I like my wine. Okay, y'all. So I'm going to try to go on like a no wine thing for a week. Shout out to Trader Joe's for their red wine. Y'all see the smoke? Y'all see the incense? Ooh, get it all nice. Okay, yeah. Okay. So last week I was drinking tequila. So today I'm drinking me some red wine. Let's keep that good and Gucci. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. So yeah, so I've been having some guests that's been coming onto the show that's been super awesome. But you know, times are still weird right now, y'all. It is Mercury retrograde. Don. Everybody gets nervous when we talk about Mercury retrograde. Mercury retrograde is here. And it's in my sign, Scorpio. And if you didn't know what Mercury retrograde is, that's when the planet goes backwards. And with Mercury retrograde, that's when it's not the time to do new business contracts or buy new electronics. That's when communication can be off. So make sure that you all are crossing your T's and dotting your I's. You know what I mean? Because we got to keep it cute. 2020 ain't over, y'all. It's been so much going on in 2020. So I hope that y'all are voting, you know, sending them absentee ballots, mailing them. You know, I don't know how we going to do it, but make sure y'all do your part because I don't want to hear no complaining. So y'all know your girl's still over here on the West Coast. I've been going on some little mini adventures. I like my mini adventures. It's been cute. And no, I haven't been doing any online dating. I know I told you I was going to do it, but I just haven't had the time. I've been occupied. Occupied doing me. Oh, yes. Get this incense going. There we go. Good. Hope y'all feel good. I got my my Rihanna glitter, her body glitter on. I don't know if y'all can see that, you know, but keep it cute anyways. So let's get into our topic. I hope y'all been tuning into these poom health that I've been giving y'all because I've been having these ladies coming on here giving y'all some information on how to keep that poom right. We've been sharing with you guys how us businesswomen keep it right and tight and how we still have a dating life. It's hard in this world. You know what I'm saying? It's hard out here for a pimp. Speaking of pimps, the topic of today is polygamy relationship for women. So the reason why I want to talk about this is because I've been seeing so many memes like going around showing a one woman with two husbands, and men have been saying like, what do you guys think? Like a woman with two men, like what do y'all feel about that? Now, when it comes to the whole polygamy type of relationship, it has definitely been seen as something that men do, where one man has all the bitches. You see it in the movies, you see it in the rap videos, you see it everywhere. And so I even have been asked in the past to be a part of that type of relationship. And I said, hell no, because I don't do multiple vagina. I just stick to one, which is mine. But anyways, that's just me. That's just me. That's just me. Trixie over here trying to get, I had to put my Trixie on the other side because she likes to join the conversation and I don't want her in the conversation. And she's over here trying to join the conversation. So y'all see me moving my hand like this is because my child is over here trying to get up in the camera and we can't be having that today. So let's get back to this topic, okay? Do we feel that women get the same type of understanding as men do when it comes to these type of relationships? And my answer to that is no. I feel that women are looked at as it's a negative thing or she's a hoe if she has multiple men. Okay. Here's my take on that. I feel like for a woman, if you are mature with your emotions and you understand your vagina and you cool with having two men, plug that pipe, hey, that be my guest. I'm not judging you. You know what I mean? But for people who are tripping and saying that it's okay for men to do it, it's like, first of all, I can't stand when people try to say that, oh, we were kings and queens and African men were doing this in the past. Like, look, at least they could afford all their wives. A lot of y'all can't even afford one woman. So what are you going to do having two? That really don't make no sense to me. That just tells me that you're selfish. Now, if you're having a relationship where there's three people and there's like a system going, like there's a family going, like, okay, maybe one can't have kids and the other one can't have can. Like, I feel like if you're going to work that type of relationship that you really should, it shouldn't just be about sex. And I feel like everybody's looking at it as sex. I would be very interested to see why a woman would be interested in having two husbands. I mean, having two husbands. Okay. See, I used to think back in the day it was cute to have to date, to have a lot of options. I still think it's good to have options for my young ladies out here. I think it's good to protect your pussy, yes, and don't just be, letting it out because all these men out here do not deserve your poontang, okay? They just don't. However, I feel that, if you're a person that enjoys to have multiple partners, there should be no shame on that. Who are other people to judge? If men can be out here, sticking and jiving and all that kind of stuff, then I feel like women should be able to, be free to do what they want to do. But I'm totally interested to hear like what everybody feels about a woman having two boyfriends or two husbands. You know what I mean? I'm not against it, but I'm not really with it. That's, like I said, that's not my personal take on that. But I feel that since this has been a conversation that's been going on, I've been seeing it all over social media. I've been seeing people post a woman with two men and laughing at it. Like, okay, I think this is good to have a conversation about it, but I'm not into the whole making fun of part, okay? So if we're not going to make fun of men who talk about having hella bitches, I'm getting tired of people calling women hoes and when they talk about they got hella dudes. That sounds like a double standards to me. I think women should be able to have as many men as they want, just like men can have as many women that they want. Now, I feel that if you're in a relationship with somebody, then that type of conversation should be had. But if you're single and you're doing whatever you want to do, hey, that's your body, that's your choice. As far as this relationship having, three people in a relationship, I really feel that it's important for people out there who's listening and they're thinking about it. They're thinking about maybe I should have two husbands or maybe I should have two girlfriends or maybe we can all live together. You know what I mean? And maybe you are influenced by the sex. And what I want to say is don't let the sex be the thing that leads you. Okay? Because once you find out about that person, something that you don't like, the sex ain't gonna be that good no more. So you want to make sure that that person is mentally and emotionally stable to deal with two different personalities. Like, that's a lot. I feel like as a woman, okay, let me put myself in a woman's shoes who would have two husbands. How would that look? I think a lot of people will look at that as a man feeding a girl grapes, one man feeding a girl grapes, and the other one massaging her feet. That's what people paint that type of picture. But to have two men in your life, that they're both committed to you. I don't know how. I'm not sure how I will play that, but I definitely would take turns. I don't know if I could deal with them both at the same time. I would have my own bedroom, and I'd be like, okay, I'll have you tonight, and then I have you tomorrow. Maybe that's how I would work it with, to me. But then when it comes to emotions and conversation, like the person that's dominant in the relationship, you got to make sure that the two people who are agreeing to be with you, like their relationship is cool, because you don't want to have no jealousy thing going on. Like, and people get jealous. So, and another thing, financially, does that really work for you financially, that you have three people, being in a relationship? I think you guys got to look at it from the whole perspective. If it's something that you can financially do, or if it benefits you financially, I definitely think you shouldn't lead it with sex. You know what I mean? Because sex, like I said, sex could be good, then could not be good. And then you might not like that penis no more. You might not like that vajayjay. So, you're going to be careful who you get into a relationship with. You want to make sure that there's that mental, that emotional, that spiritual connection going on. Some people feel like they can't just connect with one person and they can connect with multiple people. Hey, be my guest. But as I said, if y'all gonna go out there having three, relationships is a trio thing, just make sure that whole stability is there. And I really want us as a society to get over this whole thing about how women should be with their body. And who are you? Because a lot of y'all who call yourself Christians, or you're going to church and you're doing, or you're spiritual, or you're following certain religions, you ain't following that. A lot of y'all is over here, what's the word? Having sex before marriage. Yeah, a lot of y'all got tattoos, drinking, smoking, doing drugs, doing all this other stuff. You know what I mean? So you can't be judging somebody that want to have multiple penises in their vagina. That's just what I'm saying. Me don't got time for multiple dick, okay? Just one. That's it. But for my ladies out there, just make sure y'all keep that poom poom health on point, okay? Because, guys can, if they ain't taking care of that thing, that can be a disruption down there, okay? So just make sure y'all ladies are being careful when you're having multiple penises there, okay? So that's all I say about that, okay? Stop bashing women who like to have multiple partners. Stop bashing women that like to have two husbands, two boyfriends. Let them do what they do. And if that's what they all agree with, hey, I'm happy for y'all. Cheers! I like that we talk about these things. You know what I mean? I like that this is a space we can talk about sex and relationships. You know what I mean? Because this is what we do talk about with our friends. Older people, grown people, we like to talk about sex, and we like to talk about work, money, all these kind of things. And I feel, especially in the Black community, we need to be more, we need to communicate more when it comes to sexuality, sensuality, and relationships, so we can have stronger relationships. Just make sure that you guys are not leading it the wrong way when you have a relationship. Right now, having any type of partnership should be about abundance, progressing forward. What's your intention? So if you guys are out there thinking about having multiple relationships, just think about, what is your intention, okay? If you don't know what your intention is, you really don't need to be having multiple relationships, because that can turn into something that's not fun, cute, or it can end up getting your feelings hurt. Yep. So anyways, that's my take on that. If you guys want to add a little info, or whatever your opinion is on that type of relationship, you can shoot a comment On another note, we talked about this a little earlier. Make sure that you guys vote, 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 vote. I've been seeing so many people on Facebook, on Instagram, going back and forth about politics and all this kind of thing. And I just feel like if you're going to be in the conversation, if you want to talk about politics, if you want to go back and forth, like, do the work. Vote. Don't say you're not going to vote, but then you want to have political conversations. Just, vote. Do what you got to do. And next week, I will have a guest that will be coming through. So look out for her. I'll be announcing that very, very soon. And we're going to keep it cute, okay? So we got Scorpio season is coming up right now. We're still in Libra season. Okay, the Libras are having a good time. But Scorpio season is coming up, and that's the season of the sex. We are the sexiest sign. See, the one thing, I said this plenty of times on this show, people think that Scorpios are freaks and all that. We are freaks when it's with the right person. If we ain't feeling you, you ain't getting no freak, okay? So all the people who get all excited when you meet a Scorpio, don't get too excited. Don't get too excited. All right. So anyways, I want to tell y'all, well, let's get on this Poom Poom Health today. So I talked about I was going to try a product called Honey Pot, and we talked about it last show with Betty Rocks too, and I talked about it before. I said I was going to try it, and I tried it, and I think it's cool, so I'm going to keep using it. I use a sensitive wash. It's cute, and it smells good. Anyways, y'all. Thank y'all for coming through. Y'all know you guys can follow my company, Art of Legohn, or you can go to artoflegohn.com. You know that your girl, Yaminah Legohn. You can follow me, Yaminah Legohn. You can hit me up on my website, yaminahlegohn.com. If you're interested in dropping some topics that you would love us to talk about, make sure that you holler at your girl, okay? Once again, this is Red Light Special Live. I'm your girl, Yaminah Legohn, and I will see you next week. Ciao.